If I was to ask you right now, wherever you are right now, to raise your hand if you wanted a better life, or you wanted more money, or more success in your life, I'm pretty sure 99% of people will raise their hand. Not because you're not doing good enough, or not because you're not smart enough, but I'm pretty sure everybody wants more out of life. I mean, we only get one life. Who wouldn't want more out of life, right? See, this is one thing that was holding me back from getting everything I wanted out of life. This is one thing that I religiously did all the time, for years and years, up until I became an adult. That really halted me, that really hunted me, rather, from getting to my goals and dreams, from getting me successful in my spiritual life, my family life, monetarily. It really halted me from moving forward. And what it was I consistently played the blame game. I mean, it was everybody else's fault except my own. Oh, she did it, he did it. Especially when I was coming up in elementary school, right? She did it. No, he hit me first. The teacher, oh, she's not teaching well enough. She's not giving us enough homework. I don't understand the homework. And I blamed everybody else for my mistakes. I blamed everybody else for my inadequacies and my insecurities. And by default, I was the one who suffered. And I will argue that's the same exact thing that's happened to a lot of us today. That we're consistently blaming everybody else for our insecurities, our insufficiencies, or our inadequacies. And by default, we're the only ones suffering. My boss, well, she needs to pay me more so that I won't be in debt. Or he needs to give me more time so that I can actually open the business that I always wanted. Or my college professor, only if he would teach well enough, or he could just spend more time with me, or maybe he could just articulate his words better. Maybe I could be a better student, or just maybe I would have a better grade in this class. See, one of the major reasons, one of the number one reasons why we fail in life is because we don't take responsibility. That it's everybody else's fault except our own. And I found the key. I found the secret to being successful. And I found the secret to understanding how to get over blaming everybody else besides yourself. And here's the key. I want you to focus on the roots and not the fruits. Let me say that again. I want you to focus on the roots and not the fruit. I mean, the roots are more money, more time, more freedom, more fun, a better lifestyle, a better car, a better career, right? But the roots, I promise, means that you grow spiritually. The roots means that you grow mentally. You get the help that you always needed. That the roots mean that you grow by reading books every day, and you grow in your thinking, you become a bigger thinker. That when you focus on the roots, you start to plant seeds. You start to plant seeds in your life. And that's when you see the true fruits of your life start to develop. And those old, nasty, rugged fruits that you were bearing before, they start to fall off. And better fruits start to come up in your life that you never knew you had, because you start to focus on the roots of your life. You start to plant seeds right by the roots of your life. And I would say life and learning is kind of like a flat tire. If you keep feeding it, you keep feeding it air, you keep feeding it knowledge, you keep feeding it toughness, you keep feeding it persistence, consistency, you keep feeding all these positive things, and your tire will be good and it'll keep rolling. But the second you give up, the second you let up, you'll start to bear bad fruit. The air out of your tire will start to lose its air. And before you know it, you're not rolling on all cylinders anymore. And I will argue that's the same thing that's happening to your life today. The same thing that was happening in my life. That I was so focused on the tree and the fruits of the tree, and wanting to nurture the bad fruits I already had, and hopefully I can maintain, or hopefully they'll get better over time. But in actuality, I was the problem. So the key that I want you guys to walk away with today is focusing on the roots, planting good seeds within yourself. And then by default, you'll bear better fruits. So I see you guys at the top because the bottom is too crowded.